And then all of a sudden, he changes his statement again. And this time he's like, well, both sides were wrong, and this person shouldn't have said that, and this person shouldn't have did this, and this is why it was wrong, and no one should have went. They came with, all of these, bats and weapons and blah, blah, blah. We should not have had that happen. If he's trying to say that if the people who came to counter-protest didn't say anything, then possibly there would have been no incident. What do you think about that? I mean, honestly, it's kind of wrong because you have people that are saying, hey, my right to demonstrate is not honored. My right to say what's right or wrong is not honored. So how is it that these alt-right, as they call themselves, are allowed to protest, but when we come to protest against it, we're wrong? Almost to the point where Jeff Sessions said that he's going to issue subpoenas for those who participated in the alt-left protest. He said that when he finds out who were protesting, he's going to have strict sanctions against them because they should not have disrupted the peaceful protest that took place. So anytime you feel that it's peaceful to have Home Depot tiki torches and, shields and pepper spray and all that other stuff, there is something wrong. So people are saying now that tapes are being rewound, tapes are being viewed as we speak so that they can see who are the people that actually took place in this alt-left, that's the new title for it, in this alt-left demonstration. They're saying that this was wrong, they had no business doing it, and in doing so, they want strict penalties for those people. So my question is this, and it goes back to the NFL protest, boycott protest. Why is it that some First Amendment rights are honored and others are not? Why is it okay for those to say, okay, thank you, Nick, for those to say, I can protest for racism, and I think that, blacks, Hispanics, Jews, and homosexuals are less of a person than us, and we could protest and talk about it, but the minute, you say something about it on the opposite side, you're wrong, you're breaking the law. Okay, so let's go on with Colin Kaepernick, for example. Cap is minding his business, peacefully protesting, which is his right. He could do that. That is his right. He can protest if he wants to because we all have our rights for peaceful protest. He didn't hit anybody. He didn't throw the football at anybody. He didn't spike the football at a fan. He didn't say anything offensive. All he did was sat one time and he kneeled another time. So now he is basically blackballed from the NFL. I don't care what you say. Oh, no, he's not blackballed. Yes, he is. Because anytime a team remotely seems like they're going to bring him on, remotely seems like they that they have interest in him, then the fans are like, if you do that, we're going to boycott. So now you have people who are boycotting the entire NFL. Why? Because their amendment rights are being disrespected. And that's not cool. So now you have like organizations like Kappa Alpha Psi, which is a Black Greek letter organization that is actually writing the NFL and letting them know, listen, what you're doing is bullcrap, and our member, because Cap is a Kappa, our member, his rights are being violated. So let's look at it like this. And I love the NFL. That's why I'm not calling anyone's names out specifically because I don't want to put the wrong person to the crime. But you have Plaxico. Well, okay, I'll say something. You have Plaxico Burress who shot himself with his own gun. He did a 1.5 years time. He was able to play when he came back. You have Michael Vick that served some time. He wasn't even fighting the dog, but the dog fighting was happening at his house. However, he was able to come back. You have Ben Roethlisberger. I don't want to call him Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger, who raped 2 women, and it was proved that he raped these women, as well as other accusations that he did, but he's allowed to play. Then you have, wife beaters, close to killing your wife beaters, criminal charges for theft, stealing cars, breaking in houses, all kinds of foolishness. You have DUI charges, DWI charges. You have escaping from the law. You have all these other criminal acts that took place, but they're allowed to play in the NFL. However, someone who did not break a criminal law, but maybe it could have been ethical to the NFL, but you have someone who broke a non-criminal law that's being treated as if he himself nailed Jesus to the cross. I mean, I'm not understanding that. Why is it that Cap can't play, but everyone else can play? Why is it that the peaceful protesters on the alt-left cannot protest, but the ones on the alt-right can? We have to figure out why peaceful protest is standing up for all, not just black, not just white, not just Hispanics, not just in everybody, okay? Why is it that whenever someone is standing up for the rights for all people, for the rights for all people's choices, that it becomes illegal? I'm not getting that. I can see if the alt-left came with guns and their own tiki torches from Home Depot. Yeah, we caught that. Y'all got your torches from Home Depot. And that's why Home Depot doesn't have any more down in Virginia. But anyway, we understand that you want to have your protest, and we understand that you have all that, but why is it that the ones who are actually peaceful and then have weapons are the ones that's being penalized? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so time now is 10:23 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to call in and talk about it, why Kaepernick's rights are being violated, but other people who are doing malicious acts are not violated, or why is it that number 45 is backtracking on his statement after he made this illustrious, all supremacist groups are wrong, but then all of a sudden you backtrack on it and then you get the high five and thumbs up from David Duke. So we're going to talk about that. If you want to call in, it's 619-639-4644. Again, 619-639-4644. We definitely want to hear your comment, or you could definitely go online and just answer on this live video for all those who are watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Or you can also go to our website, www.MsOptimizmSpeaks.com. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a great, great time. These comments are coming in. So one person said the reason why Kaepernick is getting this type of burn is because he stood up for black people. Had he stood for, oh my gosh, I can't believe it said this. Had he stood for something like right to sex the animal, like some people down south do, or right to do something like have an extra Groundhog Day, no one would have cared. But the fact that he stood up for black rights is the reason why he is being burned. All right, that came from an anonymous person from a 404 area code. I'm not quite sure about the sleeping with animal part, but yeah, okay. We're going to go back to the trending stories. I want to break it up with some kind of good news. So, Bonnie Tyler, back in the day, I remember she had this song called Total Eclipse of the Heart. And I was singing my little heart out. My mother walked in my room and was like, who are you singing to, and why are you singing that hard about whomever? And I just really like the song. So, hey, what's up, Saint? So, Bonnie Tyler is going to sing Total Eclipse of the Heart during the eclipse. How freaking stinking cool is that? Now, remember, if you're going to go out there looking at the eclipse, you want to make sure you have the right glasses. And they already said on the news that there have been manufacturers creating fake glasses. So that means you're going to burn your eyes and you're going to wonder why you can't see the next day. Please make sure you buy the correct glasses in order for you to watch this eclipse, and you will be able to listen to Bonnie Tyler sing her song. Talk about a comeback and making some money off of a song that's like 20 plus 30, I'm not telling my age, blankety blank years old. We'll just say it like that. Okay? So shout out to you, Bonnie Tyler, on that. Now let's go back to some more bad news. American Manufacturing Council, also known as the Business Advisory Council, is now being disbanded by the brat-in-chief. Are you serious? He is actually dismantling something that has been around forever and ever and ever. Should I say it again? And ever. So he just, I don't understand it. I just understand it. So, mind you, it took 2 days and 7 hours for the brat-in-chief to report what happened in Charlottesville and to give a flaky comment. But now it took him less than 30 minutes for him to condemn the CEO of Merck for leaving. He made this big grandstand tweet calling those guys need to get away anyway because it's better off without them. And he called them grandstanders. He accused them of leveling against the firing of James Comey, all kinds of foolishness and duckery. But let's change a D to an F. All kinds of that mess, okay? So now he wants to show the world that his daddy can beat up their daddy, or more or less, something like that. So Trump fired off a tweet just saying he didn't need those guys, and he is dismantling the Business Advisory Council. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? So the Business Advisory Council, for those who don't know, they're the ones that's like the left hand to the actual president. They're the ones on these top companies that give the president some advice, how to restructure business ventures and all that other stuff. They're there because they have to help the president, because he's talking about, we're going to bring more jobs to America and we're going to do this in a bigly fashion, okay? But he's not doing that by dismantling it. It does not make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Anytime you have an opportunity to expand business in the United States. Anytime you have an opportunity to have creation of jobs and everything like that, it, it's just sad. It's just sad. Okay? They're the ones to achieve a big mission as it relates to getting businesses out there. Okay? Their purpose is to help businesses who may have what's what I'm looking for, that may not be heard. They help those businesses that can try to, big it up. And it's a liaison between businesses and the top leaders in the executive branch of government. So now, for those who voted for 45, now you have no liaison between the businesses and the executive branch of the government. So essentially what you're saying is you don't want job growth. You're saying that you don't want better job offers. You're saying that you don't want to expand the jobs that are already out there to make them bigger and better. You're saying basically you don't want bigger and better business. Okay? I mean, this is huge. Why he's just banning this? Like, I'm not understanding if you're not upset, and if you're not upset, I'm not understanding why. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, like, it's just been a firestorm that people said. They said that, because he's upset that people were dropping, that's the reason why he did that. But the reason why people were dropping from the Business Council wasn't so much because of America or the executive branch. People were dropping from the Business Council because they were pissed off that the president, in which the environmental enterprise factors are blurring those businesses, because by them staying on the council, that's saying in a sense that they agree with the actions and they agree with everything that's happening right now with the president. Someone just sent me, this is just in, I don't know what's going on. The Washington Journal sent it. We got to make sure that it's true or not. But they're saying that that it's looking like Special Counsel Mueller will catch President Trump and his 3 eldest children committing the first ever reality show assisted financial crime, all by collaborating a $350 million bank fraud related to the Trump Soho condominium hotel. Now, we already know that the hotel has been having a lot of problems. Everything with his name in it has been having problems, from hiring illegal immigrants to not paying their workers and everything that comes in between. So now what they're saying is that, I got to read it out loud. They're saying that the 3 eldest children participated in a cover-up to keep borrowing massive construction loans on a hotel, and they pitched on an NBC apprentice from failing during a financial downturn. They earned $3 million from the fraud just last year alone. But the thing, and this is post-election, okay? So they're not supposed to have any money attached to their business. They were supposed to have been dissolved. So Trump Soho developers screwed their employees, so they sued for racketeering. I mean, like, when you do something to somebody, naturally it's going to come back to you. So it looks like there's a lot of answering that number 45 is going to have to do. Because, I mean, again, this is absolutely ridiculous. Every time you turn around, it's something else that has to do with some kind of laundering, fraud, racism, something that has to do with it, and it does not make sense. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Let's move on to another story with Amazon, because we're about to end in a little bit. Trump says, once again, here he is, Trump says Amazon does bigly damage to retailers. Amazon is causing great damage to tax-paying retailers because what's happening is Amazon's got it right. Amazon's got it right. They are doing everything they can in order to have, what people want. They want it right now on the spot. They don't want to get out of bed and get dressed and go to the supermarket. They don't want to get up and get out of bed and go to Lowe's or wherever. They want to go online, push enter, order, and keep it moving. And Trump is saying that that's not good. He's saying that this is whack. He's saying that people should not do this. It's taking away from the taxes from other businesses, and this is wrong, wrong, wrong. But it's tremendously wrong. So one more time, rump twist the facts. We need to beware. This is an hour ago, okay? So I'm going to read the facts about what he said. He said that it's taking away from taxes and that it's really bad that Amazon is doing what they're doing. He said, so they're saying that Trump took an aim at Amazon and a barbed text, okay? So he took to Twitter once again. I mean, I don't know who his advisors are, but his advisors need to tell him, get off of Twitter. Twitter is not your friend. Twitter is definitely your downfall, okay?